I'm here with Falcon, the CEO of Garbage World, former employee of Ollie's, and we're here to talk about the Ollie's reward card. Is it good? Where do you want to start?
How about I start with explaining it, and I'll
Okay.
let you guys decide on if it's good or bad towards the end of the show,
Mm-hmm.
Ask me a question about it, like,
So first, is it a rewards card? Is it like a debit card? Like you got to put money on it to use it?
no, no, no. So, free card, it's good, it's free. We have to do all this signing up bullshit that takes like sometimes longer than a minute, depending on the person. If their email is like this long ass email, their phone number is difficult. They don't know their phone number. A lot of people don't know their phone number for some reason.
So
Yeah,
like you need email, phone number, I assume first, last name.
name, address. The thing is, they can track, like, there's some stalkers out there, they'll stalk you. So some weird cashier look at your name on there and be like, "Oh, there's so and so. They live at this place."
Okay.
So that's one bad thing about
Okay,
it.
yeah, I guess if you're in a small town,
Yeah.
creeps.
And a lot of all these are in small towns.
What's the payoff to getting the card? Like, do
Okay,
you get some
so
kind
you
of
get
discount or what?
the first thing they say is 15% off within the first 48 hours that gets into your email. You don't get 15% off right then and there. And a lot of people want the 15% off right then and there while they're at the Ollies, but it's to try to get them to come back. So they're already kind of scamming you there.
Okay.
And to make matters worse, you have to sign up again for their app to get the email sent to you.
So
So it's just
Ollie's
another
has their
app.
own app?
There's an app, there's an email like that gets sent to you, and you get the app, and then yeah. So you have
So,
to re-sign up basically to even get that 15% off. It builds every time you spin, you get more points. You have no idea how many points are on there unless you look at the app, from my understanding, because a lot of people don't really look at this app. There's not many people that are like, oh, let me go check my Ollie's app.
mhm.
So a lot of people just don't feel like dealing with it.
So would you ever have someone buy like something really small, sign up, and then come back the next day and then buy lots of stuff with the 15%
Very,
off?
very rarely, because like once you go in there, you're kind of done for like the month or whatever, because it's mostly just junky stuff there.
Yeah. What kind of people actually use the card then? Younger, older, middle-aged, parents?
A lot of the older people don't want to sign up for it because they don't have emails, and we were honestly told not to do it if they didn't have an email because it would bring down the email capture. And a lot of times our jobs would get threatened for not having enough sign up, and that's the reason why I ended up leaving.
So do they factor into the for salespeople like yourself or cashiers? Do they factor in like if someone already has the card,
Yes, they do factor that in.
even if they don't use
But
it?
yeah, but they really want that conversion number to go sky high. And I would get like 4 to 5 signups a day, but that wouldn't be enough. Even though it's a small town, small store.
Like were they worried about it like percentage wise or like you got to do 10 a day or 8 a day like Wells
Percentage
Fargo?
wise, like it would have to be at like a certain percentage. I don't really remember what the percentage was, but it would have to be their standards all the time, or you would get threatened all the time.
Uh
That's one reason not to really work
so yeah,
a
besides
lot.
the 15% in the first 48 hours, again, what was the percentage after that, or was it just points?
It's just points. So you get, before they would mail stuff out. Now they don't do that anymore. They just do email. And a lot of time it ends up in people's spam email, or they don't
No.
get the email at all. And it's really just a waste of time. The only good you're doing yourself is maybe getting that 15% off that first time. Maybe getting some holiday coupons here and there around Christmas or something.
So
Or
how often did you see people actually get free items with that card because they got enough points?
Well, they wouldn't really get that much of a discount. So sometimes they would get a good discount on something, but other than that, it'd just be piddly. It's like if they would just mark down the stuff in the store a little bit instead of having it that rewards card system and trying to fire people, I feel like they would be better off.
Oh my god.
But stuff is still marked just as high as Walmart most of the time.
So like the stuff they get for free or discounted, on the card is probably stuff they're just trying to get rid of anyways.
basically.
Oh my god.
But all the stuff, I don't know if you know if you're familiar with Ollie's, what they sell. So basically they buy from other stores. They're basically like a Big Lot or what
Yep.
Kmart used to be or
Yep.
whatever. So they buy in bulk from other stores and then it's like stuff that other stores don't want anymore that they have too much of. So it ends up over at Ollie's. So
Yep.
it's basically all junk.
So let's end the video. I got 2 questions for you. Typically, what percent of people said just like said negative things about the card, bitched about it or whatever?
Well, a lot of people are like, what am I getting out of this? You explain to them, do this whole spiel each time you get a customer, and they're like, what am I getting out of this? You have to explain it, and it's basically just the points build up, you get coupons sent to you, and a lot of people just don't feel like messing with it. They don't want to do the hassle of doing that. The only thing someone getting out of it is that coupon, or they're helping out the cashier by not getting fired, basically, like by them not getting fired for not signing up.
Okay, so like more than 50% of people either said no or just didn't want to do it.
A lot of people said no. A lot of it was old people, or if you get like some younger people in there, they're just like, I don't feel like it. But it's mostly the younger people wanted to sign up because they're more gullible with it. It seemed like the old
Yeah.
people actually knew. Oh,
So,
this is kind of like
Yeah, what percent of people were like actually said good things about getting the card?
I mean, you got some of the old people. They're like some of the old ladies are like, oh wow, this whatever knick-knack I got so much off of. It's like big deal, you know. It's not that much
So,
for
like-
how much a lot of things are over there.
So like if they bought the knickknack for $20, it would probably be $12 or something, 15.
15 around that, yeah.
Oh my god.
And
So
it's just like saving maybe $5 sometimes here and there or something, you know, off of like a big old purchase of however much they spent, you know. I guess they have deals around Christmas and holidays, and if you have your card, it whoop-de-doo, save another $5, $10, but they really get anal about this card.
then would
And
cashiers ever like use fake emails or just fake information?
you can try to, but it's hard to not get caught.
So
Because here's another thing. They watch, or at least my boss did, watched my every single move. Sat in the office, had the phone listening to every word I was saying. I don't know if that's normal.
no, screw that.
So every single customer I was talking to and then getting judged on how I talked to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screw that
Yeah.
job. Yeah, but yeah, we'll get more into your job later. I think.
Yeah.
So it seemed like 60% of people were pretty negative towards it. 5% were pretty happy with the card. 35% kind of whatever.
Yeah, so the good things about it is, yeah, it does save you money in the long run if you do have it,
Yeah.
but barely.
Yeah.
So
And you probably get spammed
it's-
with emails
yeah, well, a lot of it ends up in the spam. So
because they probably
I don't know.
send out so many. But all right. Anything else on the card we haven't touched, or we'll wrap it up here?
I guess we can talk about Goodwill cards next time.
Yeah.
Or
I didn't even know
yeah,
those were
we'll-
a thing.
yeah,
I just
we'll
bought
do-
some from Goodwill the other day, and they didn't say anything.
yeah,
All
we'll
right.
talk about that next time.
Stay tuned.